Hey friends, Elizabeth here, and today I'm excited to do a little flip through of the bullet journal that I used from January through to the end of June this year. If you missed my new bullet journal setup for the BuJo, I'm going to use through to the end of 2022. I'll link that in the cards and in the description box down below so you can check that out after this video. And I'll also link my playlists with all of my bullet journal videos so that you can watch the setups or any of the individual monthly plan with me's if you have any interest. This is a highly requested video on my channel because other than my flip through videos, I don't tend to show my bullet journal after the pen, or in other words, after I've actually used the spreads. I can definitely relate to having a curiosity about what the spreads look like after they've been used. And as the one sharing my spreads, I definitely get a little self-conscious sometimes about how the spreads look after I'm done using them. I'm not always super careful about keeping them neat. I definitely try to, mostly because I'm going to eventually share the spreads on the internet, so there's always a part of my mind that's trying to stay neat, but I'm definitely not always neat, and especially in my weeklies, especially in the day-to-day, I just kind of use my spreads as I need to, and if they end up messy, they end up messy. And I think that's important to keep in mind, even if you're more in the sort of artistic or aesthetic camp when it comes to bullet journals. Your spreads aren't going to look perfect once you've used them, and I think it's too much to expect of ourselves to always have perfect handwriting or to never have to scribble something out. I think holding ourselves to that standard just reduces our ability to use our bullet journals in the way that serves us best. I still love how this February theme turned out, my dark academia theme. This was probably one of the most labor-intensive themes I've ever made and the most stressful, trying to translate what dark academia is in my mind into a bullet journal theme. I feel like it's kind of a difficult thing to make into a theme, and I really struggled with it, but I just love how it turned out. And as I was using these spreads, and also later on when I was just flipping through my bullet journal and would catch sight of one of these spreads, I just got such a warm, fuzzy feeling. So I might have to do more themes with this kind of a vibe moving forward. It's funny looking back on some of these themes from earlier in the year because I swear it feels like I made them 5 years ago. I don't know what it is about 2022 in particular. Well, I do know what it is. There's a lot happening in the world right now, and every month feels like a full year. So looking back on these spreads is just a little wild because I just feel so far removed from the me who created them. You might notice that Sundays are typically empty on my weeklies. That's because I tried really hard this year to take Sundays off work every single week, and I definitely didn't always succeed with that. But it's something I've been aiming for, and for the most part I've succeeded, and I try to not use my bullet journal at all on Sundays, even to write out my non-work tasks, though depending on how much I have to get done on a Sunday, sometimes I give in and still use my bullet journal. But the difficult thing with my bullet journal being so tied to my work is that even using my bullet journal for personal things can make me feel like I'm in the headspace of working because I'm using my bullet journal, even though I'm just using it as a normal person using a bullet journal in a normal way and not specifically for work. It just is very deeply associated with work for me now. So I struggle a bit with figuring out how I can use my bullet journal on my days off without triggering that part of my brain that then wants to jump into work, or even just the stress hormones related to working. I think if I had to pick a favorite theme from the first half of the year, I would definitely have to go with February, my dark academia theme, but I would love to know which theme was your favorite. You can leave the month down below in the comments or an emoji that you feel represents your favorite theme. I'm really curious to know which one caught your eye most. And of course, this wouldn't be a Plant-Based Bride bullet journal flip through video without the sticky note graveyard at the back. Lately, I've been using sticky notes to write out a more detailed hour-by-hour timeline on days when I'm just feeling a little more scattered and needing more guidance to get through. They also really help for filming days when I'm using my bullet journal to film and have it open on a spread for a future month and waiting for spreads to dry, but I still have things to get done during the day. I can have a separate sticky note with my daily tasks, so I don't have to worry about trying to flip back to another spread while paint is drying, especially for some of my more involved plan with me's that take a day or a couple days to finish. So sticky notes for the win. Thank you, as always, to my patrons for your support. Extra special thanks to our newest patrons, Adriana, Alex, Amethyst, Colette, Crystal, Jane, Jemima, Caitlin, Laura, Leslie, Marie, Marina, Natalie, Nikki, Nina, Richard, S, Samantha, and Sebastian. Welcome to the squad. We are so excited to have you. If you at home want to join the squad, feel free. There's a link in the card and in the description box down below. And with that, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I'll see you really soon in my next one. Bye, friends.